Yes, YouTube. It's me, TTD, back with another match. Manchester United versus Liverpool review. Let's cut it short. Manchester United played like salad. Liverpool played like fine wine. At the end of the day, Mourinho needs to do something to change the dressing room, change the atmosphere when United players are on the pitch. I mean, we went to Liverpool and United should be screaming. United fans should be screaming through the crowd. They should be singing. They should be lively. There should be a fight being taken to Anfield. I've never seen United, apart from the Moyes era, go to Anfield and play like this, you know. And even then, United's not been beaten by Liverpool at Anfield for the last 5 years. That says something. And now we've been beaten by them by 2 pinball shots and Messi's kneecap playing up front with Firmino. Let's get into it. Let's see some facts and figures. So before the game, Liverpool nearly had twice as many goals as United. 25 goals to United's 14. Only 4 more assists. The average rating, I don't really care about that usually because it's all about what happens on the day. But 7.1 to 6.7 at United, it just shows that United are not playing to the level individually as Liverpool is. Average age is the same. United is the land of the giants. You can see there 184.9 to 180.5. So you'd expect all aerial success to be coming from United. I mean, you see it there, 56% of aerial success, usually one from United, and 49% from Liverpool, which aren't the tallest of team, but it just shows that they put a lot of effort in pressing and trying to win the first ball. Liverpool just edged United on dribbling, just 0.1 more than United 0.5. And in terms of today's match, you can see 601 passes from Liverpool to Manchester United 335. Now what that tells me is United's been treated like a championship team, you know. They've just been crossed all over the park. Liverpool's just been having their way with them, you know. It's like when the year 11s play the year 8s at school. They're just having their way with them. 29 crosses to United's 8. So it just shows the tactics broke down in terms of Mourinho saying, okay, we'll be a bit pragmatic. We'll make sure that we hit them on the counter attacks. Try get a couple crosses in from the wings. I see that he was quite proactive in putting Dalot on right wing so that he could get some crosses in. Didn't work. Liverpool had 2 through balls to United 0. Now Liverpool usually struggle with through balls, which I'll speak about later on in the video. And United couldn't get any throughs, which shows Liverpool's tightening up and United just aren't successful in doing what they need to do in the match. United had 69 long balls, which is expected if they're doing that pragmatic approach of sitting back and then trying to pick them off on the counter attack. And overall short passes, Liverpool had 522. Now, if you look at the passes now, and you see that Liverpool had 601 passes, but out of those passes, 522 were short, compared to United that had more long balls than Liverpool. It shows the control of the match was all in Liverpool's hands. They kept the ball on the floor, kept it moving, and made United start dancing, you know. So this week's match, Man United-Liverpool, confidence in defending was poor from United, and that's been the overall gist of things for a while now. I mean, Mourinho needs to get something done. He needs to kickstart his players' confidence. I mean, it's going to be hard for him to undo all the work he's done in terms of slandering them inside the press, with the media, press conferences, pre-match and after matches, you know. Faith in other players as a result has been going down. There's a lack of communication within the team. I mean, you should know where you want to play, where you want the ball to be placed. If you say you've got Rashford playing or you've got Lukaku playing, if Rashford's playing, you know that you've got to do over the top passes or you got to do a bit of through balls. And this was the game to do that. This was the game to hit them on the counter attack and do a nice through ball. Herrera couldn't manage to do that. Matic was always facing his own goal, so how was he gonna initiate any play? He passed it backwards and everyone's back in position. The pressing was half-hearted. I mean, throughout the whole match, if Rashford went up to run and press the team, everyone else is still sitting back. Lingard will run and think everyone's pressing the team and then turns around and sees that no one's pressing. That needs to improve. And just touching on Gary Neville and Roy Keane's comments before the match, they were saying Lingard should not have released his clothing line before the match. And I'm sitting on the fence with this one because at the end of the day, it is a new era of football. There are going to be things that they're unhappy with. But at the same time, they have a point in terms of you've got the biggest game, what used to be the biggest game of the season coming up. I mean, Anfield's never been an easy place to go to. You should be fully focused on that game. I understand that point. But it just shows in this match itself, Lingard was one of United's best players. Always running, doing what he usually does, always trying to find nice pockets of space. And he's the one that got the goal off concentration. So I understand what they're saying, that there's a lack of leadership inside the dressing room. And if it was their time, someone would have drug him, like took him up and tried to shake him up and say, listen, this is not what we do. But at the end of the day, this is the new modern game. And footballers, a lot of them end up bankrupt after they've retired. So he has every right to invest his money in different things. But promoting it before the game, yeah, you can say that he didn't have to do it before this big match, but he has every right to. And he seemed like the most switched on. So with regards to what they're saying, I don't think it's all black and white. You can't just say a player putting their business forward is gonna distract them from the game. Not everyone can't multitask. Everyone's different. Everyone can add different things to their life and still concentrate fully when they come on the pitch and they play against a team like Liverpool. And I wish everyone had the same spirit Lingard had when they stepped on that pitch today. Really have a go at it. Herrera looked lacklustre. Everyone looked just tired. They looked like they didn't know what to do. They were in all sorts. Lukaku didn't know what to do with his passing. It was just a mess. In terms of my opinion on the match, I think Liverpool's defending against through balls is normally poor. In this match, United was not even allowed to have any. Liverpool is usually the salad, but made United look weak. Aerial duels. What can I say? As I've got written down there, it says they have Messi's kneecap. I'm talking little Shaqiri come on and score 2 pinball goals. I mean, it's a joke. Liverpool were excellent in making their flaws their strengths. They changed what United should go out and attack to what United lacked in. They couldn't get the through balls. They couldn't win the second balls in the air. And they just couldn't handle little Shaqiri coming off the bench. United need confidence, and I do not think Jose can give them that. I think it's time for a change. But thank you guys for listening. This is my opinion. Join us next time for another video on United, another video on the Premier League, and other content that we have to add. This is the table before the match, As you can see, United was already in 6th position behind Arsenal, who lost today also. But they have no chance of winning the Premier League now. They're not going to catch up with the noisy neighbours. Not going to be walking up past Liverpool. And Tottenham's going to keep applying the pressure trophy. Chelsea, don't really want to talk about them right now. And Arsenal, I think we're going to have to fight Arsenal to try and get a 4th place position if Chelsea do drop out of that position or Tottenham drop the ball again. Thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe.